Hello guys, and welcome to a little special two-part Warhammer Online video where I discuss Tier 2 in general. So I thought it'd be appropriate to have Tier 2 gameplay in the background. And there's a few topics I want to talk about relating to Tier 2 within the game, and my opinions on things and stuff like that. Now I have talked about Tier 2 a few times before in other things, but I really want to go in a little more detail today. So real quick first, the gameplay in the background that you can see was captured about 3-4 weeks ago on my Goblin Shaman. I've actually leveled it quite a bit more now since in this video. It's currently level 20, renown rank 32. It's going to be like my main ult, if that makes sense. I'm going to try and get it to like renown rank 70 before I ding into tier 4. But anyway, so and we were defending a keep against Order. Now here's the thing: I think it was equal. If anything, Order were outnumbered, but we were in quite a predicament, and it was the point that our keep door was down, but we were funneling them, so they couldn't get in. Okay, there was no way of us getting in, but their keep door wasn't down, and we had enough stars to attack their keep. The only way we were going to win the zone is if we took the keep, obviously. But if we were to leave the keep to take theirs, ours is vulnerable and ready to take, and if we started sending more people to go to take their keep, we wouldn't have had enough to defend ours, and then they would have won, even though they were outnumbered. So it was a very hard situation, and eventually Order did win the zone with like 200% against all odds, because loads of people decided to go and try and injure the Order keep. There was one guy actually taking it solo for a bit, then a load of guys went, but there was like a pre-made group, Guild War band, that was defending Order's keep, and they wiped us as well as wiping us at our keep, because we didn't have enough to defend against them, and we lost the zone. But this battle went on for at least an hour, just in this keep alone, just in defending our keep alone. It went on for at least an hour. And this is the thing, one topic I want to talk about is the time that's spent in Warhammer. So like I said, it went on for an hour. Now, a lot of people don't have an hour to spare. They might want to just hop on for half an hour, do a bit of RVR. But the thing is, if you want to reap the real rewards for playing in RVR, you've got to stay and wait till that fight's over, till you either get a defense tick or you've locked the zone to get a win tick. And for people who have to leave like half an hour early, or before the battle ends, it's not fair on them, because they're not going to get the rewards. Now, granted, you could say, well, the people who stayed longer, they deserve more rewards because they've stayed in the zone longer, which is fair enough, but the people who've still contributed, they're losing out on that renown tick for winning the zone or whatever. They contributed half an hour, say, to this 1 hour battle. So I can understand both sides of the argument, and I think this is one problem with this game, is the rewards that you get for RVR are good, but they only reward players who play for a long time, if that makes sense, and they're almost like penalising the casual player, and this was shown even more when they first released the renown rank 90 and 100 sets, and there was people playing 24/7, and they got them really early, and everyone else was just getting farmed by like a 6-man group in full renown rank 100 gear. So that is one of the main problems in Warhammer Online at the moment, and the fact that casual players do get penalised sometimes. And I've thought about this a lot, and other people have as well, and there isn't a lot they can do about it. It's just the way the game works is unfortunate, that it rewards players who play a long time. I mean, they could do a sort of thing like WoW have done, where they put a cap on the amount of honour you can earn within a week or whatever. Maybe they could do that with renown. I don't know. That might piss off some casual players as well, because when they get a weekend free and they think, right, I can no longer Warhammer all weekend now, I've got a weekend free, and yet they can only gain like 5 hours worth of renown or whatever, they're going to be pissed. So there is, let me know what you think about that one. So that's the first thing I wanted to talk about. That is more really for all tiers, not so much tier 2, but same sort of thing applies, though, that tier 2 players, casual players, do get penalised. So going back to this gameplay, the problem that we were in, our keep door was stuck open, but the Order keep door wasn't, but we outnumbered them, if we send at least, maybe I say, if we send 2 groups maybe to take the keep, we would be outnumbered at our keep, and they would take it. So it was a really hard situation. Now, like I said, there was one guy who actually went to the Order Keep and was solo taking the door for ages, and then someone actually went there and killed him. Of course, that's when people saw the door at like 10%, they were like, oh crap, let's get to the Order Keep before we lose the lock points. And that's when we lost. So I think what we should have done was waited it out, and we should have stayed in the keep. Because sooner or later they would have realised, because it's easier to defend, let's face it. Sooner or later though, they would have realised that they can't take our keep with all of us there. So I think what we should have done is maybe just send one group to the Order Keep, or not necessarily to the Order Keep, but to scout around the Order Keep. That would have lured some of the Order to their keep back. Say, crap, you know, we can't kill. There's only 2 of us at our keep. There's a 6 group of Destro there. We need more players to come. So that will probably send at least a group to the Order Keep to go kill them. That means there will be even more outnumbered at our keep. That will give us a chance to push out of our keep and take their last 10% before they can run in and take ours again. Now, obviously, you've got the problem of stealth classes and melee DPS going in the back door or whatever and just ninjaing it while there's no one looking. There is that problem, but you know, it could have worked. I think it was all about timing. If we were to win that zone, we would have had to time it perfectly.